This is you. No purpose, no reason to live. You feel the fire in your heart to change your life, but you lack the motivation to get started. And this is the man you are meant to become. This is the man God intended for you to be. Strong, courageous, and masculine. Don't know how to get there? If you watch this video all the way through, your life will be changed forever. This is the ultimate guide and course on how to reach your fullest potential. After an immense amount of research and studying, I found 5 key common points to go from a depressing, dull life to greatness. In our current day and age, we are doomed to a sedentary life. The system has us set on a path to work jobs at a desk lighted artificially, and when we get home, they have taught us to constantly consume to escape the stress of the 9-to-5 office job. They don't provide us with the adequate knowledge nor the tools that are needed to live a healthy life. They teach us swinging our arms around in VR is all the exercise you can need. They have taught us to value food that tastes good rather than its nutrition. We have all grown up being lied to. They profit off of your ignorance and your ill-being. Your diet is possibly the biggest problem in your life. You are not receiving the nutrition that is necessary for your body to function. What you are consuming is store-bought meals loaded with chemicals to offset your natural hormones and a mystery meat that comes from the sky. One of the biggest contributors to your mental health is your diet. Eat terrible and you will feel terrible. You need to start by cutting out everything you are drinking besides water. There are 0 exceptions but limited dosages of milk and protein powder. Everything is packed with corn syrup, sugar, and artificial sweeteners. They are killing your gut and your physical health. We have been made to survive off water, pure water. So I don't care how many vitamins are in your drink or how many electrolytes. I cannot stress this enough. Drink water, and drink a lot of it. This will alleviate majority of your brain fog. Not only will this save you money, but it will save your mental health too. And I'm not talking about unfiltered tap water. Preferably drink water from a good water filter. For food, you need to start checking the ingredients on what you're eating. A good rule of thumb is if it has more than 3 ingredients, it is most likely artificial. If you lack the money to buy healthy food, don't worry, we will solve that problem later in the video. You need to learn how to cook your own meals so you can use your own whole ingredients. Here's a list of some basic foods that are healthy and affordable. Chicken breast, rice, beans, eggs, ground beef, oats, almonds, peanut butter, and any sort of frozen veggies because they are very cheap. You need to be exercising frequently. This will help burn off all of those terrible calories you have consumed. You need to be weight training at least 3 times a week and doing any sort of cardio at least twice a week. For weight training, I would suggest a push-pull leg split. Here's mine, but really anything productive will work. Stick to the basics like squat, bench, and rows, and work from there. Don't do any flashy Instagram exercises. Any sort of cardio honestly works. A few I would suggest are running, climbing stairs, basketball, or really anything with intensity. This will help put on muscle while burning fat. Exercise paired with a healthy diet is set to leave you in the best shape of your life. You will not only look better, you will feel better. At first, it may seem useless and feel as if you're not making any progress, but it takes time. It's not about how hard you hit, but hitting consistently. Even if you're going to the gym for 20 minutes 3 times a week, it's better than going for an hour once a week. The laws of physics state energy cannot be created nor destroyed, so eventually, your energy is bound to give results. Your efforts are not frugal. Many focus on what they are getting from success. These external factors are outside of our control though. Even if you do end up getting something, if you are not the type of person to attract it, it will fade. A gambler may strike gold, but with his current lifestyle, he'll go broken days. Using this law, you must take advantage of its reversal. You must attract things that fit the type of person you are. So rather than chasing things directly, you must attract them. To attract them, you must slowly change the type of person you are. To sum it all up, rather than focusing on what you are getting, focus on who you are becoming. You must understand that your path to greatness will take immense sacrifice. You cannot balance all your plates at once, and without giving up a few, everything will crash. You will constantly endure tests, trials, and endless adversity to gain knowledge and the skills required. For this reason, you must decide now, right now. Are you going to do it? Once you start, there is no going back. You cannot lose the momentum necessary to take off, so you must decide either to give up and click off this video, living a life full of regret for what could be, or full throttle into space, discovering a new world and a new perspective. but enthusiasm and motivation will not get you anywhere. You must have an intrinsic desire for change. Things will change with enough reasons, and to find them, you must search and reflect on your own life. If in your heart you truly desire change, you must do. Not plan, but do. If you act on the things that are hard but positively impact the trajectory of your life, you'll build an impenetrable foundation of discipline. This should be the last motivational video you watch. You will dig yourself into a deeper rabbit hole of videos restating the topics I've already mentioned. If you act on this guide, you will notice results in days. To put it bluntly, this lifestyle will never get easier. To constantly improve to greatness, you must continuously increase the difficulty of the tasks you do. This is to make up for the effect of tolerance. Through the storms and winters, you will lose everything and everyone, but you must let things go as God chooses. Do not attempt to intervene with the inevitable. The beauty is once the storm is over, you will appreciate watching the spring flowers bloom. If you truly embody this entire mindset, you will watch your environment change around you. If you want to improve, you must be on a constant search for acquiring knowledge. Find wisdom and guidance from those in a position you would like to be in. To be ignorant is to be weak. You must be knowledgeable on the potential threats and deterrents to your success. Part of learning is analyzing previous mistakes. L's are part of the journey, but only you can choose if it is a loss or a lesson. Study intensely on subjects relevant to your path. To illustrate, if I wanted to be a professional chess player, I would watch how the grandmasters play, analyze my own mistakes, take lessons from those rated higher than me, and constantly read books written by the best. In your quest for knowledge, you must gain a general understanding of the world. Understand how the government functions, understand the economy, and understand the path to greatness. Be a reader and be a student. Learn from others' experiences. Despite entire life works being written down, readily available for anybody to read, some still neglect reading. If you learn, you will evolve. A few books I would suggest reading is first, Atomic Habits. It is very good at teaching you how to appeal to an audience and changing who you are. The 48 Laws of Power is also a good book I would suggest. This book has a lot of controversy surrounding it, but as I said before, the road to success requires sacrifice. Not everyone can win, so you have to be willing to do what it takes. Think of life as a game. You want to make it to the top and win, and in doing so, others will lose. As a man, you need to be aggressive and take what you want, and if you don't, then someone else will. The 48 Laws of Power are not only great for telling you what to do, but also what to look out for. The last book I would recommend is How to Win Friends and Influence People. It is a good way to build connections and allies. It helps increase your charisma, which is a very important asset to have. As you gain knowledge, all you have to do is replicate and you will evolve. The first impression you leave on someone is primarily based on your demeanor. Those who are awkward and hunched over with bad posture show they are timid and weak. Impressions last a lifetime, so do not ruin an opportunity. When you carry yourself, stand tall with your shoulders back and head up. You establish a dominance in any room you enter. It is not about appearing superior, but rather confident. Take up space without invading upon others. If you try and prove your superiority, you will only look arrogant and foolish. Remember to stay humble, because wise men can see right through you. Body language accounts for nearly 50% of your message. Your face should match the message you are trying to convey to make it come across clearly and sincerely. Make sure you use an appropriate tone of voice for the situation. If you overthink body language, you will inadvertently cause yourself to look out of place and weak. Just keep in mind the connotation or the emotion of the message and act in a way that conveys such. If you want to be a strong, powerful, and successful man, you must carry yourself as if you are one. There is no secret path to riches besides hard work. That may not be the answer you expected or wanted to hear, but it's not a bad thing. Those who work hard on themselves and creating something of value will always succeed. If something does not work out, it is nothing but your own fault. You must take full accountability for your current situation and any mistakes you have made. There is always something you could have done to prevent it. The things outside of your control do not have to control your life unless you let them. It is up to you to take control of your future. No one can control the lottery's outcome, but still, many buy tickets in hopes of becoming rich. They have no control over their own success. They choose to avoid the thought of them making a mistake. If they don't win, it's not directly their fault. It takes away a sort of responsibility and accountability for their actions. By doing this, they're willingly giving up control over their own lives. If you make a mistake, at least you did that. You did something. The action of inaction is a slow death. You will be gifted in some areas more than others, and rather than complaining about the things you are not good at, you must avoid them from affecting you. You must take advantage of the things that are at your advantage. So, how do you make money? Invest in yourself. Invest in a skill. Find something you are passionate about and work intensely at becoming the best. Initially, when you invest, you will lose everything, but with time, your investment will grow exponentially. What you consume dictates how you feel, so eat a healthy diet. As you change your identity, the external situation will follow. Stand tall, make eye contact, and talk articulately to embrace confidence. Knowledge will guide you in any endeavor you shall take on. Work hard on your passion, monetize it, and expand upon it in order to reap wealth. Success is not easy, and it will never get easier. So the biggest question of all this is, do you have what it takes?